Six Talks.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Six Talks, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have the trade deadline recap. Yousuf, how are you doing?
I'm excited. I'm not that excited because the deadline was dead. And I'm also apparently a boomer because I can't get any technology to ever work. But one of these days, we will spend more than 30 minutes getting ready for an episode.
When it comes to Yousuf and technology, don't rely. He's going into business.
Listen, okay? What's it called? Technology is fine with me. It just doesn't like me, right? I'm good with technology. It isn't me. It isn't my fault. Like realistically, this is Nanji's fault. Like because he's putting a lot of blame on me. So that's not kind. But
see, this would be the if you guys are like a normal episode watcher, you know that on a regular episode, I can just remove Yousuf off stage.
Yeah, and that's why I like this new format that we have better. I don't know if they will notice the difference. Hopefully they will. But yeah, I like it a lot better.
It's a big difference. Yeah, just because you can continue to use the app now.
Yeah, exactly. Without you stopping me, that was actually annoying because I'd be on a very passionate rant, and then this guy would just shut me up. And that's
not passionate, bro. What is blood speaking?
It's always about passion. Always about the passion with me. But let's talk about some trades. This episode.
I just want to start off before this episode starts.
Yeah.
We definitely got spoiled with the last two deadlines being so good.
Right.
That we were expecting so much. One thing I want to touch up on that we're going to touch up at the end of the season, like towards the end of the episode, was the Lakers, DeJounte Murray, obviously. Firstly, I want to start off with two things that happened in the NBA yesterday. Number one, Kobe statue. Yousuf, did you get a chance to look at that?
I did. I saw it get unveiled, and I saw them announce they're gonna have two more statues, that was cool, you know.
Yeah, he's getting 3.
So now the Lakers have so many statues there. They got like Kareem, they got Shaq, they got
and I didn't know
Jay
Shaq
West.
has a statue there too.
You didn't know they did an unveiling for him as well. It's like him it's like they attach the rim to the side of the building and they have him like dunking on it. Like it's a really dope statue. I always said as a Raptors fan, I don't think Lowry's gonna get a statue. If they do, I'm not gonna complain. But I think Lowry deserves his jersey retired. But I think Kawhi deserves a statue. That shot, it deserves a statue in my opinion.
Yeah, this is kind of a hard statue.
I know, that'd be a sick idea. Maybe either him on there or him. I think him like sitting down would make it look like he's taking a shit. But like, I don't think that would be a pretty cool statue. But maybe
is bro cooking?
Maybe him like doing the fadeaway. That'd be cool, right?
I think that'd go kind of hard.
Yeah, literally.
Second thing I want to talk is my glorious king, Wardell Stephen Curry. You already know. 11 threes.
What happened? So, like, what happened before this episode? Nanji goes, yo, this strictly trade deadline today. We're just talking about deadline.
What did I say? I said 2 points I wanted to mention before the trade deadline.
Okay, I wanted to mention that Scotty Barnes is an all-star. Oh, wait, we haven't.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yeah,
shit. Wait, I didn't even clock. Okay, move past Curry. Scotty Barnes has made his first all-star team. I'm insanely happy. It's well deserved. I know a lot of people are talking about Derek White. I know a lot of people are talking about Kristaps Porzingis. But I think Scotty's been the more consistent one. I think he's played more games. I'm happy that we don't have a glorified role player in the All-Star game. So that's what I'm really happy about.
He definitely.
No, like I'm also happy. I don't have to hate Derek White now. If Derek White made it over Scotty, I would have had to hate him. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. Have at it. And we get to see the duo of Scotty and Maxey again with a trio now. It's gonna be Trey at the Skills Challenge. Very excited.
Real quick, what do you think of the Sabrina and Stephen Curry viewpoint?
I think so. I think if Sabrina goes out to the NBA thing, it's not gonna be very a good look. I don't think
She's gonna be WNBA.
I think, yeah, I know, but she like tweeted about wanting to do the NBA thing. I think the NBA shot to protect her. For the WNBA 3, I mean, I'd assume she's gonna like. I just hope that I'd feel really bad if the lights are too bright. You know what I mean? Like, because think about she's representing women right now, bro. Like all of this BS aside, she is representing the woman of the world on that stage, and if she fails, the memes, the jokes, the sexist bastards on Twitter they're gonna be having a field day. So there's a lot of pressure on her, but I think she'll deliver. You know. I think she'll beat Steph. I think she's going to beat Steph.
Yeah, so I really do think Steph is actually going to lose the thing. I just feel like Sabrina owns the record, I think with 37 or 35 threes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I honestly,
that was
cannot lose.
She missed two threes. Oh, whoever loses is going to get memed like crazy unless they both drop like 30 plus or something. Like, what's it called? I think they're both going to, whoever loses is just going to get memed. Sabrina loses, everyone's gonna start like making sexist jokes. If Curry loses, everyone's gonna start laughing because he lost a WNBA player. Everyone's gonna make jokes like Sabrina. I saw a joke like, no way Steph loses to a person who makes this percentage of his salary, and it was like a single digits or something. But yeah, I'm excited. They're trying new things, man, and this is the whole thing of getting like WNBA involved and stuff. And like, you know, they did it with the G League last year, adding like the G League All-Star game. That's like before the celebrity game. So yeah.
Dude, real quick, talking about the NBA and like trying to promote things. Do you see the in-season tournament being renamed?
Yeah, Emirates NBA Cup. I like that it's not the in-season tournament. I like that they're calling it the NBA Cup. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. They got some corporate company, Emirates, sponsor them, and
I saw this.
They named it the NBA Cup.
I saw this myth from someone talking about how they're trying to take over the NBA, like Saudi, how they're doing in soccer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like trying to like.
I don't know how they could accomplish that though. Maybe the beginning of that would be an NBA and Saudi Arabia game, which I mean we very well might not be far off. They did them in Dubai for preseason, and like
they did.
Yeah, they do yearly Dubai games, and yeah, they have their yearly but like I don't know, I think that would be a lot harder to accomplish because you can't really buy players to play. Because the way soccer's working, it's like it's a sport dominated by many different leagues. Like the market share in soccer is
exactly that's
all these different leagues. With the NBA, the market share is dominated by the NBA in basketball. So
yeah,
like EuroLeague's not gonna buy LeBron James off of the Los Angeles Lakers. You know what I mean? Like NBA culture as well. It's too strong. It's too strong in my opinion.
Okay, well let's get to the episode.
Yeah.
The NBA trade deadline recap. I'm going to go chronological order from which each trade happened. I'm going to skip over like the small ones.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, you might need to say some trades that in previous years would be deemed small. Like that's actually because this deadline was kind of dead.
Yeah. So starting off, not too much time. The Houston Rockets get Steven Adams for Victor Oladipo and 3 second-round picks. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts? Graded for the Rockets.
I liked it for the Rockets. I'm not really. I mean, I'll talk about it a little bit more on another trade that you're gonna announce later with involving the Grizzlies. But like, they gave away their starting center. I don't really know what they're cooking, but I mean, this is a lost season for the Grizzlies. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to get more salary cap.
They gave away. I mean, I'll expose it. They gave away their other center in Xavier Tillman as well. So they have 0 centers right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I think they're just trying to bottom out, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Fighting against the Raptors.
But then again, they're like trading guys like Xavier Tillman and Steven Adams very well could. They would have been good rotational pieces for them the next season. So my thought was that they're so injured and they're so injured that they're bad enough to just lose on their own with all these good players just out. So they just maybe hold them out for the rest of the season. And then get a draft pick, maybe draft a guy like Matas or Cody Williams or like Alex Sarr, one of these guys. I ain't done my draft research yet, you know. Gotta wait a little bit for that. But yeah, I don't know. I was a little bit shocked for it, to be honest.
Definitely a weird one. But I mean, for talking about the Xavier Tillman one, since you already brought it up, how do you like that for Celtics? I really like that for the Celtics, especially with the Celtics having Al Horford and KP, who always miss back-to-backs. I think Xavier Tillman will, like a nice third-string center.
Yeah. They just need bench depth. I mean, that was a perfect move for them. Xavier's a little bit injured right now, but he'll be fine. It wasn't really a major injury, so it's more depth for a team that really needed it. So good for them.
For sure. The next trade, the Timberwolves.
You okay?
Get Monte Morris.
This guy's dying right now. I don't have the trade open up, but I'm pretty sure the Timberwolves got Monte Morris for like Shake Milton and Troy Brown.
Troy Brown Jr. and a 2030 second round pick.
They have a second as well. Okay, while
Yeah.
Nanji's dying, I'll get my thoughts on the trade. Monte Morris was like what's it called? Monte Morris is a good backup guard. Shake Milton's having a really bad season. Like, he looked good. I was so shocked. I mentioned it in my Timberwolves video, and then someone commented, like, Shake Milton's not having a good season. I said what's going on? Bro, now I'm having something stuck in my throat. But what's it called?
Someone's cursing us, bro.
Something's cursing us right now. Shake Milton had an insane he had a really good preseason. So I was like, I just assumed it had gone on to the to the regular season.
Bro did not do research for his Timberwolves video. That's crazy.
I didn't do research on Shake Milton. I just assumed he was at least serviceable. I didn't hype him up that much. But like, what's it called? Troy Brown as well. He didn't really get minutes. I mean, both of them they'll get minutes and playing time on Detroit. That's
and it's
basically
like a second round pick. Monte Morris is good like bench depth.
But I mean, it doesn't move the needle, man. It
doesn't move the needle, but definitely a nice.
The Wolves are looking like we'll talk about the Wolves on another day, but they're looking. I've lost a lot of faith since that video I made on them. They're looking like the new 1 seed Utah Jazz. I'm not very high on them this year. They look like second round exits to me.
Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll talk about the next episode. The Raptors go for Olynik from the Jazz. They get Kelly Olynik, Ochai Agbaji for Otto Porter Jr., Kyrgios Jr., and the 2024 first-round pick of the OKC Thunder, which will more likely be the OKC. Yousuf, what are your thoughts as a diehard Raptors man?
I was very happy with the trade. I liked it. So I mean, the biggest like question from this trade was, why are we giving up a first round pick when we suck? And I mean, I'm not mad at it at all, because the pick. I was like nervous until they told us which pick it was, because I was like, I swear to God, if this is the Indiana pick, I'm going to flip out. But we gave up that late first, which is like, or the worst one of Clippers, whatever. We gave up that one, which was gonna be like 29th pick. That's good for two reasons. One, we have a pick like 2 picks later, which is the Detroit. So if whoever we wanted will probably still be there. We have like a set of players that we would be fine with in that range. And then B, like, we traded that pick for a first rounder in Ochai Agbaji, who Ochai very well may be a better player than whoever we may have picked with that 29th pick. You know what I mean?
Where did Ochai get drafted?
He got drafted in the lottery to Utah.
This season?
Yeah. No, not this season. A couple of years ago. Whatever year Koloko was, that draft. So like 2023. Or not 2020, like 2.
It was the same year as Scotty, no?
No. Scotty was the year before. Koloko was the year after Scotty. It is the same draft class like Koloko, but what's it called? I liked getting Kelly because Canadian. We're making the Canadian national team. Next up, Dylan Brooks. Next up, Shea. Maybe potentially Wiggins. Just get an all Canadian lineup. And then, man, I liked it. Kelly's finally. Bobby Webster's finding out that maybe by surrounding Scotty with competent shooters, it'll like boost us even more. Because instead of passing out to Dennis Schröder, who's a brick, he's passing out to Kelly Olynik. So who can actually shoot the three? Shoot a career high from 3, I believe, at like 40 plus. So
Bronos is a Canadian player.
Buddy, I know my guys, man. They're my guys.
They didn't suit up. They didn't suit up for today's game. I don't know if they're available. So maybe.
They were available. They didn't play though, which I mean, they showed up. They landed in Canada today, so I don't blame them. They're gonna play tomorrow though, so I'm excited.
Okay, the next trade, bro finally gets traded. Actually, both of these guys finally get traded. One after bro asked for a trade 3 years ago.
Oh.
And another one who's been in the trade deadline talks literally every single year. Right. Philadelphia add 3-point shooting by trading for Buddy Hield and giving away Marcus Morris Sr., Furkan Korkmaz, and 3 second-round picks. I want to start off. I want to give this an A for Philly, on the circumstances. You have Marcus Morris, who doesn't play. Korkmaz, who doesn't play. Lower-end bench players. And then 3 second-round picks for Buddy Hield, who's a really good shooter, alongside... and I mean, I guess you can start him with Maxey, Hield... Actually, no, it would be Maxey, Melton, Hield, Harris, and then Embiid but for the time being, Reed. So I kind of like this and adding more scoring with Embiid out for the time being. One thing is funny though, Marcus Morris just got his key to the city, and now bro's getting traded.
That's really funny. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. I think Buddy just adds more shooting. I do disagree on the starting lineup though. I think they got to start Kelly Oubre in my opinion.
Oh yes, Kelly Oubre.
I think they go Maxey, Buddy, and Kelly. Tobias.
Yes. I forgot their small forward.
Yeah.
The next trade that happened.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they did make a weird trade that we'll talk about later though, which I didn't get.
Yeah, I want to talk about that after. Mm-hmm. This one's kind of funny. It's not even a big deal, but it's just the tweet that you put out, Yousuf. Daniel House in a second-round pick for a high five.
I was proud of that tweet. I was really proud of that tweet.
I was actually dead.
Yeah, they just wanted to get Daniel. I made the joke. I was saying because remember Embiid's 70-point game. He was going off. He was nearing the franchise record. I think he was 1 bucket away from the franchise record. They passed to Daniel House, who was open for 3. He should have shot it, but he shot the ball and missed, and everyone started booing him. So I was saying that's why they what's it called?
No, it's for luxury tax.
Yeah, but I like to believe him. What's it called? I like to believe.
You know what that reminds me of?
Embiid made the call. Embiid made the call, bro. Embiid made the call.
You know when Thomas Bryant got shipped off right after LeBron broke that?
I rate that. Yo, Thomas Bryant, I rate that. He'd make the right play. He had a small man on him. If Jordan would have passed the ball, Jordan only cares about winning. LeBron is all about stats. And who won? Maybe that play would have won.
See, this is where I wish I could just remove you off stage and mute your ass because you're full on rambling.
I love this game. Let's go.
The next trade, Thunder finally adds someone. It was undoubtable that they were gonna trade for someone. They go for Gordon Hayward on the last year of his deal. Charlotte Hornets receive Trey Mann, Davis Bertans, and then Vasilij Miktic.
Mitic. Learn his name, buddy. That's the EuroLeague MVP.
My apologies.
And apparently he's the LeBron of the EuroLeague. That's what I've heard from Thunder fans. So
he's no longer a Thunder.
Raptor fans called Chris Boucher the next Kevin Durant. So I don't know.
Chris Boucher might go.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on this trade?
I mean, my first thoughts were I was really happy for Trey Mann. I think it's about time that he moves to a situation where he can blossom. I just think Trey Mann has been talked about as having potential for so long, but just being behind all these talented ass guards like Shea, Giddey, now Cason Wallace is there. Isaiah Joe, what's it called? He was never gonna get the opportunity. And I think that's such a big part of basketball and development. So I like that. I'm happy for him that he went there. As for Gordon Hayward, just extra depth. They strengthened their bench. I think we knew OKC wasn't gonna make a big splash. We talked about Lowry. We talked about even Drummond. We knew that they weren't gonna make a big splash. They want to ride out this season and then potentially make that splash in the offseason. Plus, they have all these picks, man. The second a superstar asks out, they're gonna be ready to pounce. No one's outbidding them, bro. The second Embiid says screw Philly, he's a Thunder, bro. I promise you that.
One thing about Drummond I want to talk about the Bulls that we're gonna get to later because I am shocked. For my thoughts, I like this for the Thunder. Get someone on the last year of their deal. I think he's making $30 million, so you get salary space and just more depth and more veteran leadership going into the playoffs as like a top seed.
Sorry to cut you off. I just want to say I like the Hornets deadline. I thought they had a really good deadline.
Yeah, I think they did too. I want to talk about it more.
And it's hard to have a good deadline when you trade away like two pretty good two rotational pieces. It's hard to have a good deadline when you do that. So much respect.
But it's kind of nice because they're kind of choosing a direction.
Exactly. They're a young team now, man. They're a young team. PJ Washington wasn't a part of their future. Gordon Hayward wasn't a part of their future. Commanding Foley. And now they have a nasty... They put Trey Mann into that lineup. They got a pretty good lineup. What? LaMelo, Trey Mann, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and then Nick Richards. No, not Nick Richards, buddy. Mark Williams.
But he's out for the next 4 weeks.
Sure, but when I'm talking healthy.
Oh, yeah. Next trade, I really felt that this was an underrated trade. Daniel Gafford to the Mavericks for Rashawn Holmes and draft compensation. I don't know. I feel like they fleeced in this.
Yeah.
Daniel Gafford's solid.
No, they gave away a first round pick, so I get it for the Wizards. So the Wizards
got the first round pick?
Yeah, they got their first round pick.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called? Center depth for the... That's the issue. We're trying to hype up these trades like it's something crazy. It's Daniel Gafford. It's he's a good player, but it's just center depth for the... I still want to see them start Derek Lively.
I was just going to ask you
that should be their... Who I'd rather start? I think you go Derek Lively. You also got to... Because he's shown so much in his rookie year alone. His ceiling could be beyond Daniel Gafford, you know what I mean? So... I think you have Daniel Gafford. Derek Lively's out right now because he just had surgery on his nose. So I think you start Daniel Gafford for the time being. And then when Derek Lively comes back, he's a great backup bench piece. If Derek Lively struggles in the playoffs, you have Daniel Gafford. Maybe try that out. Put him in the starting lineup. See how that works. But yeah, good move.
I like that. I really like it for the Mavericks. And they also made another deal that we'll talk about eventually. This was the blockbuster of the trade deadline, which is kind of sad to say.
Blockbuster trade alert.
Bojan Bogdanovic. Wait,
sorry. My guy.
Let me get the Woj bomb for this. Let me get the Woj bomb for this.
Bogey.
Bojan Bogdanovic.
Okay.
And Alec Burks.
Oh my.
For Evan Fournier. Malachi Flynn. Quentin Grimes. Ryan Arcidiacono. And 2 second-round picks.
Oh! Yo!
Crazy.
Yo!
Crazy.
Yo! That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. That was like, whatever.
I mean, for
New York, bro.
New York 8 at this deadline, bro.
Scary. They are so good.
So much depth. And they didn't even have to give up a first-round pick, which is crazy.
They gave up Quentin Grimes, who was basically asked out. They gave up Malachi Flynn, who is basically out of the league soon. And they gave up Ryan Arcidiacono, who was only on the Knicks because he was friends with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. So, yeah, they did well.
They cooked, bro.
And Evan Fournier. I didn't even need to mention that, but go on.
The only player they gave up was Grimes, if you really think about it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not him, bro. Let's be real. So what are your thoughts on Alec Burks? So, what are your thoughts on players will go off? He's been doing really well recently, right?
Yeah, I see.
Do you think he will keep it up on the Knicks? Because all these players will go off when they're on these bummy shitty ass teams and they go onto a real team and they struggle a little bit. So people are using that example. I don't think this is the case, but people are using the example of Terry Rozier. You know what I mean? Averaging that many and now he's playing a little bit shit with the Heat. So what are your thoughts on Alec Burks?
I don't think it's sustainable for him to be consistent on what he was doing because. Granted, he's playing with, he's going to be playing with Randall when Randall's back. He's going to be playing with Brunson. DiVincenzo's been really good. OG gets shots. But I think there's going to be those games or those quarters where Alec Burks is just going to take over. You know what I mean? especially
I
in the
think
playoffs.
He's one of them players. Like it's just not random that just goes off.
Literally.
You know,
and then Bojan Bogdanovic, I'm happy for him. Finally got freed from Detroit.
I love Bojan. I think he was a
game.
what's it called? I think he was a really. I don't know why more contenders didn't go after. Because you gotta look at this way. The last team he was on that was good was the Utah Jazz, who were a 1 seed. So and he was like a solid, important piece to a 1 seed. So he can contribute to winning basketball. You know what I mean. And like having him off the bench is really gonna help out the Knicks. So
I want to ask you, does this move change the role? Not the starting lineup of the Knicks.
Not at all. No, you keep the lineup. I like Brunson. I like DiVincenzo. Not even Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart comes off the bench. I like Brunson, DiVincenzo, OG, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson when he comes back.
Yep.
Or Hartenstein if Robinson.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that this was the biggest trade of the.
Yeah, and Alec Burks is back in New York. What's it called? The advantage of him, I was talking about earlier, like the whole bums like go on to new teams and suck, but like advantage to him is that he knows the system already. He was here like a couple years ago, so same coach.
Yo, the Knicks are scary, bro. Playoff time.
Yeah, but this is the issue. Like I thought they were scary before the deadline, so I don't think there was a single trade this deadline that like shifted my power rankings at all. Like I still think of every single team. Maybe the Bucks moved up a little bit, but like I still think they're like fourth best in the league or in the East. So
for me, I really like the trade deadline for Dallas after they also acquired.
Do they move up in your power rankings?
Not move up, but it's just like more of like a legit team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I like their moves. I think they got better, but like I don't think they're above like teams like I had them behind New Orleans. Or no, I didn't have them behind New Orleans. I had them behind like who's fifth in the West right now? Sorry, I forgot. Or like Sacramento. I don't think they're better than Sacramento.
I think they are.
You think they are?
I think
it's Luke. No. You sure? I'll put him above Sacramento. I would.
Maybe
just literally purely because of Luka Doncic though. Like he's unreal.
You see that pass he made?
He is so unreal.
He's crazy. But PJ Washington for Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and a first round pick.
Grant's back in Charlotte, his hometown.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Did you see the Grant Williams memes that's been going around?
No.
That people didn't want, not memes, but like that everyone wanted him gone.
Oh yeah, because he's ass. He's not good.
He's
not very good, bro. We knew this would happen, bro. We knew this would happen. He's not like. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
No, he had 2 months at the start of the season where he went off, and then bro fell off after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean we expected it. What compensation did they give up? Like a second round pick?
First round, 2027.
A first rounder. So they gave up 2 first rounders this deadline. I think it comes down to how PJ plays. Maybe PJ doesn't show up for them.
It'll be interesting.
But now, the good thing is, do they? I don't think they have to. Do they still have to start Derrick Jones?
No, because you have.
What's their lineup?
You have, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving.
Is it Dante
Tim
Exum?
Hardaway Jr.?
Oh, Tim Hardaway.
Or Dante
Exum? But he's coming off the bench. I think they're gonna start Dante Exum, but then that's a very small wing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have liked them to. Or maybe they will start. Maybe they will start Derrick Jones Jr. They do.
He's been solid too, though.
PJ, yeah, exactly. PJ Washington, Derrick Jones Jr., and then Derek Lively.
I like this for the Hornets a lot, though. Honestly, Grant Williams, I feel like you could flip in the offseason. Not even for like a first round pick, but like a second round pick, even. You know.
And for the rest of the year, he's like a fun vet to have. He's gonna like help the young guys out a lot. Every team.
And then
he's like a Malcolm Brogdon of the Hornets.
Yeah. You know. Which I want to talk about after, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about a bunch of players that didn't get traded after we go through them. So let's go to the next trade.
2027.
Of substance.
The Beverley to the Bucks, cool. I mean, not too cool.
I really liked it.
I like this, but I don't think Beverly.
No, but you hate Beverley. I really, really, really like that move, and I was insanely confused of why
Philly did this.
Why
I was thinking that too.
I to this day, for a second, what are they doing with that second, bro?
I don't know.
They get a campaign and a second. I guess maybe they thought campaign brought the same thing as Beverley, but he really does not. And you could see that. But I think
Beverley
Pat Bev is gonna bring a grittiness. He's gonna bring a level of grittiness. He's gonna bring a level of what's it called? A level of defense to our team that really struggles defensively. And I really like the move for the Bucks. I
don't know. I really do like this for the Bucks, especially they lack defense. Not sure what Philly were thinking, but honestly, I don't. It's again, like you said, it's not a move that I think will.
Yeah, it doesn't move. It doesn't change my perception. I still think they're a shit defensive team, but.
Doug McDermott to the Pacers, cool. Whatever.
Dougie McBuckets, bro. That's his nickname.
The Celtics add to their bench depth Jaden Springer for a second round pick. Again, I don't know what Philly was doing. Jaden Springer was kind of not going off, but he was playing decent. So you kind of just gave away 2 guards off your bench for the second round picks.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make sense. And then one of the other relevant trades was Royce O'Neal to Phoenix. I really do like this for Phoenix. Again, not that it moves the needle, but you didn't really give up much.
The funny thing is now the Phoenix Suns have one second round pick left as their only trade asset, I believe. So if you went to, I think, what's the website? I'm gonna go. I'll talk as I'm going there, but I go to the trade machine. I think you can only trade 1 pick if you go to Phoenix, which is wild. And so.
I mean, it was a solid trade. Royce O'Neal 3-and-D depth, and then you get David Roddy as well, and then you give up Jordan Goodwin, Keita Bates-Diop, Yuta Watanabe, and Chimezie Metu, and honestly, now you just get people from the buyout market.
Yeah. And do you know how many roster spots they have?
I'm guessing they open up minimum 2.
Yeah. Oh, because they trade Utah and Chimezie and Keita Bates-Diop
and Jordan Goodwin.
Yeah. So they have some spots. Are they looking for a backup guard?
It's solid, whatever.
Yeah.
I can see Kyle Lowry maybe.
That's what I was gonna say. Are they looking for a backup guard? Maybe they get Kyle Lowry.
But I'm seeing. Oh, that's why the Beverley trade. I'm guessing
the Philly, right?
Is Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, Philly.
North Philly's finest. Maybe he's finally going there. I'd be happy for him back home.
But that kind of wraps up. One thing. Can I just go on a small rant?
Hold up, you forgot a very important trade.
Who?
Delano Banton to the Portland Trailblazers for a second round pick.
Sorry.
We have to talk about it. Rex Dillon's fine.
A heavily protected second round pick.
Oh, my bad. Heavily protected as well. But that's crazy. That's actually so wild. Getting traded for a second round pick is cool and all, but getting traded for a heavily protected, we don't even want to give up a second round pick unprotected for you. It has to be heavily protected, man.
I didn't even know you could protect second round picks.
I didn't either. But what's it? Oh, you also I was just joking by you missed the trade. Dennis Schroeder to the Nets.
Oh yes, you're right. Sorry, that's.
I mean, I ain't got much to say. I'm happy he's off the team. I'm lucky Seth Thad's off the team though. He's playing some good basketball. I'm surprised he got waived. I think a team could pick him up. Any team that's looking for a power forward center, that presence. Yeah. Maybe OKC. They're looking for some vets.
Maybe OKC, yeah.
And Spencer Dinwiddie and their tallest. I know he's not the tallest big in the world either, but their tallest big off the bench is Kenrich Williams. So they're looking for. True. They're looking for a big.
So you like this?
What I'm happy for the Raptors. Yeah, I'm happy I don't have to watch Din shitty play for half a season on my team. We got cap space in the off season to do a lot of things. And yeah,
did you see the comp to Fred VanVleet at the start of the season be 40 million versus 10 million? And they showed their stats.
Yeah. My God, Dennis he really his time as a Raptor. You had to watch to understand. It was very frustrating basketball, but I didn't hate him. It's not a Dragic hate, I won't hate Dennis. He's off the team. It's whatever. Raptor. I'll still call him a Raptor legend. You know what I mean? I call Aaron Baines a Raptor legend, even though he sucked. But like, but he's different. He got Scotty, so it was an all-star, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Bro, relax on the meat riding.
Buddy,
Hey, one thing
this
I
is
say,
hype.
bro. One thing, and you know this because I was on FaceTime with you until the second of the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
My freaking Warriors. Oh no, sorry. They had a buzzer beater deal. They traded away Corey Joseph for a second round pick.
They had one deal and it sucked. Why are they giving away Raptor legend Corey Joseph? Why are they making that deal? Now they're gonna drop to the 15th seed, low key now. Corey Joseph was the only thing keeping them afloat. I don't think you realize that. These guys are up there.
So bad. Oh, I lost my AirPod, bro.
He lost his AirPod. And oh my
god.
I heard myself for a second. He lost his AirPod in disgust. But while you're talking about that, like,
I can't.
So the teams that made
what you just said.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
The teams that made literally zero moves, I think. So
the Lakers.
Yes, the Lakers, Bulls. Sacramento.
The
made
Kings.
no moves. That was shocking. Pelicans. Clippers.
But
Nuggets.
Clippers had the James Harden one, so like I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nuggets
didn't make a move. The Hawks.
Did Cleveland make a move?
No, they didn't. The Hawks.
Yeah, that was a big one. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. One thing I want to
A
see.
lot more teams than normal.
I think, and that's because there's so much parity in the NBA. But one thing I want to say is the Bulls fumbled. The Bulls fumbled. Like, bro,
I know a lot of Bulls fans are very upset right now, and I feel
you don't trade away Drummond.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, like, my Warriors were interested.
I don't know what the direction is for them, man. Because
it doesn't make sense. They want to run it back.
DeMar is a free agent at 37 years old at the end of the season. Or something
He's
like
37?
No, not 37. Sorry, not 37. How old is he? He's 30. He's 30. I know. I think it's like at the end of his next contract, he'll be like 37.
Yeah, he'd be 30 and 37. And then Alex Caruso is playing lights out right now, and he's gonna be on the last year of his contract next season.
Yeah, but
right?
To play devil's advocate for the Caruso side of things, I think their like ideology was, we might not be getting offered what we think he's worth, which fair enough, in that scenario.
Bro, they were asking for Kuminga.
Yeah, but I mean, they're asking for a young player and the first or second. You think the Warriors are the only team that were interested in him, bro? Like, they weren't. I just don't think they were getting out. At least with Caruso. But I do agree, like, Drummond, they should have moved on, man. You think? I don't see the side of holding on to him.
Like, he's not even going to be on the team next year.
Yeah. I don't know. They're a very odd team. They're gonna be in the good. I'd say it like it's a good thing. They're not, the product they're putting out isn't shit. Like, it's not like Raptors product where we're playing bad basketball and we have no direction. They just have no direction and they're mid, So at least you get to see them. Bulls fans get to watch a playing game this year. What I mean? Like, it's not like the Hornets. Like, they're not a real like sense of direction and bad basketball. So it's what's it called? Well, now the Hornets are good, but
still, bro, they messed it up. Stupid Bulls. I don't know what the hell they're doing. King of the fourth quarter, he literally ended his stream when it came out and said the Bulls will not be making a trade.
Shout out Kenny, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry, dog.
He's like, I gotta go to the basement because the kid can't hear this.
I saw another like a Pistons YouTuber, Crispy Flex. He had like his reaction to the trade. I'll send you it later. But he had a thumbnail that was kind of wild. I'll send it later, but I don't think I can speak on it on the podcast. If you know what I'm talking about,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
The Lakers, I was surprised that they didn't make any deals, and I guess the whole ideology is, we're gonna save our assets going to the off season.
Well, we can start there. Like some of the names that weren't moved: DeJounte Murray. Bruce Brown was a shocker. Yeah. Who else? the guy Andre Drummond. We already touched upon. There were rumors about Dorian Finney-Smith all over the place. There were rumors about other guys. I don't know. Again, deadline, man. Not too many rumors either. So
there was a lot of rumors, but no action. Like if DeJounte Murray got traded, I'd be like, okay.
No,
cool.
but I've seen so many more rumors in previous years than what's it called?
Oh, another thing that Malcolm Brogdon, I'm surprised why he didn't get moved. Tyus Jones, I'm surprised why he didn't get moved.
Malcolm Brogdon, that was another.
Kyle Kuzma, I'm surprised why he didn't get moved.
No, but Kuzma, I feel like they just believe in him, like being a part of their franchise for a little bit. He's young, you know. I'm not that mad at the Kuzma side of things.
Jimmy Grant. I don't think anyone's gonna get.
But no one wants that contract. But he's been playing some good basketball recently. But I feel like he's another one of them players.
50 piece.
Yeah, in a loss to the Detroit Pistons. But what's it called? Hey man, Pistons are winning, bro. 2-game winning streak.
One thing I want to say, it's the Malachi Flynn effect.
Damn, undefeated in the Malachi Flynn era.
What can I say?
We're undefeated in the Kelly Olynik era.
We are.
Absolutely.
Kelly Olynik, the GOAT.
We did. That's crazy. Fun fact: we didn't lose a single game with Spencer Dinwiddie as a Raptor. He beat the allegations, bro. He's very important to winning.
How many games do we play?
Who cares?
Where do you think he's going?
Ooh, I think that's probably the biggest like free agent out there. I saw him in LA. I think it's like inevitable.
I saw him in Mavericks as well.
I saw him in New York as well. Bro's going everywhere.
Yeah, bro's scouting. He wants all those free team dinners, bro.
I know his ego is so big right now, thinking like, yo, I'm sick, man. All these teams want me. Buddy, there's just no one available, man. You're all taking good.
I think the Lakers will take him, I can't lie.
I think he's a negative wherever he goes, but whatever. Sorry, Spencer. Enjoy LA, buddy.
I can see him in the Lakers jersey.
I say, honestly.
What other teammates are going to... not teammates, but what other players do you think are going to get bought out?
Bought out or on the market?
Yeah.
Like... I said it. I think a team could pick up Thad Young and use him. I said, I know Danuel Gallinari is out there as well. I'm forgetting who got bought out. There were quite a few people that got bought out. I know Morris. Morris is looking for a spot. Whichever the Philadelphia Morris. I keep forgetting who's who.
Marcus.
Yeah, Marquise on the Mavericks. And yeah, it's not too exciting right now. Like Kyle Lowry. For a team that needs a guard, I guess he's going to Philly. Yeah. Yeah, man, not too much. While we're talking about people that didn't get moved, like I like that. I'm not too mad after having the thoughts about Bruce Brown, because we have his team option, and we only have to decide on the team option by I think it was July 29th, and that's after you're allowed to make trades. So you could trade him to a team. And that team could exercise his team option. You could trade him after you exercise his team option at the next trade deadline. You could trade him whenever. You know, you have a lot of options with him, or you keep him. Fits pretty well with our system. You have good vet guy.
It'll be interesting, honestly. I'm just waiting for the off season now.
As a Raptor fan, I said it. Like I'm at that stage where win, lose, and whatever.
I mean, honestly, I'll always be a to the heart Raptors fan. Yeah. But right now, it's like there's not that I'm
You're Warriors,
but I'm a Warriors fan. I'm putting more attention to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Steph
they got some type of hope. But I mean, like people are hyping up. They've won like 5 of their last 6.
They are.
They beat the Brooklyn Nets. They beat the Charlotte Hornets. They beat a shit Sixers team. And yeah.
You know what? Two times.
Okay, my bad. They beat a shit team twice. Congratulations.
You know what? Just let me enjoy
the Toronto Raptors are on a 2-game winning streak as well.
The Detroit Pistons are on a 2-game winning streak.
The league is crazy, man. The league is crazy.
Any final closing words?
No, actually, I'm very excited to watch the basketball though. Fred VanVleet has returned. That was a cool. They need to up their tribute game, man. That was kind of a little bit weak. I can't lie.
Kind of mid.
A little mid, but you know, we have the greatest tribute video of all time with Kawhi. So.
Okay.
We do.
Okay.
Who has had a better tribute video than the Kawhi Leonard one?
I don't know.
Exactly. So.
It was on the court, right?
Exactly. The footstep, the
sick.
footprints on the court. It was so cold.
True.
So yeah.
Any other words?
No.
And
I'm
I
good.
think that's the episode. Let us know your guys' thoughts on the trade deadline. It was made. I don't expect you guys to have much thoughts. Check out the socials. Link in the description.
Let us know how your day's been. Let's be honest, you don't care about this deadline.
And we're out. Peace out.